Alright, well, morning, guys. I've been up all night. But here I am. I'm gonna do your replays from last night. Like I said, I'm pretty tired. I'm not sure what exactly I'm gonna be able to see, but I'm gonna do my best here. Try and give you something to build off of for tomorrow night. And, throw some feedback your... Oh, it's Potato Gamer. Why is... They played Potato Gamer in there. Alright, okay. Alright. Makes sense. Actually makes no sense. Anyway. I actually hate this spectator cam. Oh my god, I'm just constant. I hate the spectator cam so much. I've realized that when you're watching like a live match, you can do the number keys, but when you're watching like a replay, you can only do this X thing where you do this shit. It's awful. Fuck it. It's a pinch and a half. Alright, Ram, you're too far back there. Always support the ball. I mentioned it once before, I think, but when you're moving up into offense, always be in a position immediately to support the ball. Especially if you know somebody's already going to be behind you. Biggins is looking a little bit hesitant so far, but he was saying in the chat earlier that he felt like he didn't play his best. That's probably a little bit why. Nothing like hesitating to make you feel like you played badly. Go back to Ram here. I feel like they're just a bit slower on the ball than you expect them to be so far. Because I see you waiting on balls and you're like, oh, well, they should be on for this, but they haven't yet, and then you lose your chance to go for the ball altogether. That's a good goal. Good pass. Well done. Oh, no need to double commit for that, Ram. That's good. I like the set of offense. I like it out of offense. Now you can go for the ball. Perfect. Perfect. Let's actually see what Turt did here. Okay, he had full boost. Okay, yeah, he just started on a pretty bad line. It was going to be a difficult touch to get centered. When you came up at that angle, I don't mind that turtle, but you don't want to abandon that ball. Once you pop it up, it's yours. Yeah. Good demo attempts. Now once you saw Ram behind you there. So let me go back. I wasn't gonna say this right away, but it was fun to think it through first. So once you saw first of all, you turned away. Ram's already like flipping away from the ball and going to the net. You know, at this point, you've got enough boost that had you turned a little bit earlier here and just gone for a challenge, you would have made it, and you'd have ball possession and pressure right here. So it's going to be again another time where I tell you to be more aggressive when you know you've got players back on defense already. You should be following this up a bit quicker, too. You got there, but the slower you are to the ball in support, the more prepared that the other team's defense is going to be to defend on your play. So when you're supporting the ball into offense, the closer you are to it, to follow it up, the better. You'll catch defense off guard, have better offensive opportunities. I'm just focusing a bit on Turtle right now because of what he was saying in the chat. But let's take a look at somebody else. I know spectating in threes can be a bit misleading if you're only looking at one person. Biggins looking super passive right now. Like way more passive than you usually are. That's the end of the game. Alright. It's a 2-0 victory, but could have been a lot more. It's your speed to the ball so far in this game that hasn't been as good as it could be. I think part of that is Biggins playing so passively so far. You've been hesitating and looking like you're really far back on a lot of plays. So anyway, that's probably just the night. If it was late for you guys and you're feeling tired and all that stuff, that's fine because I don't usually see you playing like this. So we'll see how the next 3 games go. I know you lost them. I'm gonna keep in mind that you were probably pretty tired and you've been warming up for a while, playing like a bunch of games before you actually got into this. So now Tyco's here. It's Toasty, Sicarius, and Tyco. I have a lot of respect for Ty's play. I'm gonna see how much of a factor he played in your losses last night. That's a triple commit almost. Oh, I need to get. That's cool. Alright, yeah, they look really, really disorganized so far this match. It's good that you capitalized on it. Ram probably got faked out there. Expecting the touch, didn't come. I don't mind that sidewall touch too much, Biggins, but when the guy's right there, it's a bit risky because you can just get the ball pinged right back into your net. Yeah. When you're in that position, let me go back. I don't want to talk about stuff too far after it's occurred because then I might miss stuff. The rest of the okay. Oh, I can pause it, right? So right here, you kind of see Ty kill it, and you want to get this, like, you want to boom this ball, and that's acceptable, right? But you've just basically passed it to him. It's pretty fortunate that he whiffed here. because that was going to be, you know, a boomerang net, you know, maybe to the backboard. If it was to the backboard in this case, Turtle wasn't going to be ready for it. And Sicarius probably would have scored. So be careful when you make short, hard clears, like against sidewalls and stuff, that they're not bouncing into a position where they're going to be easily intercepted. Try to be as, like, kind of misdirecting when you're making a play at a defense, especially if you're making a solo play at a defense. You want to take at least the first attacker out of the game, and when you put it right in front of them, it's a big risk that you take. All right, let's move on. Let's see. Oh, yeah, that probably wasn't worth going out for at that point. That's good. Keep pressure on. I like it. Ray in an awkward spot, but he's done well to get a challenge. Yep. Look at Ram here. Oof. Okay. So this goal, oh, that's just unfortunate. Kind of started moving in a net before you. I don't know what I'm thinking on this play. Because that is a ball that Biggins should go for on the wall like that. I mean, really, it should have been a harder touch. Biggins clearly just should have been better. That's something you can work on, Biggins, is your off-the-wall clears like that. Just really try not to be too fancy, and don't, have faith in yourself to hit the ball if you're jumping off the wall early as well. All it takes is like a second of hesitation and doubt, and you've made a bad clear, you've missed the touch entirely. So if you're going to go off the wall, trust yourself to hit it every time. Alright, let's go. It's unfortunate. Turtle was caught in no man's land, and Ram came in a net too early. Kind of an unnecessary double commit again, Ram. Let's look at Biggins here, what he's going to do. Let's get another clear off the, or like another touch coming off the sidewall again. Would have been easily intercepted. In most situations, anyway. So be careful when you're just popping the ball high up off the sidewall. Oh, unfortunate return right there. Let me look at this again. So Biggins had an awkward time with the post there. And that was on the backboard. Let's take a look at where Turtle comes in here. Oh, Ram actually got a good clear. Okay. And Turtle, just uncomfortable. Uncomfortable with this save right here. It's forgivable because this isn't a save that you'd have to make a lot of the time. It's a really soft ball. It's gonna lofted its way in. And for you to go up in this position right here where you have to like turn your car and like aerial pretty precisely to actually get the touch. Super awkward. If you're not used to doing something like that, that's a forgivable mistake. If you like really, you should work on this stuff. work on shots where you have to, where the ball is going to be ending up coming for a shot like directly above your head or like a little bit behind you. Honestly, if you just work on making the save, like, you won't miss it again. I swear. Like, it'll take you like 10 minutes. You'll never miss that save again if you just work on that specific air roll. Defensive rotation still looking good, guys. One of the things that I've really appreciated about all three of you is that you're very receptive to feedback and you work hard to get better. I'd rather have a team of players who are, hard workers and are coachable than a team of players who are naturally gifted and, don't listen. It's so much better to have a team that will work with you instead of, being difficult or being stuck in their ways. Let me look at that offensive play right here. Alright. So Turtle, get this ball to the wall. He'll touch it out. Oh, he won't. He missed. That's fine. Because Ram is right there. Supporting the ball pretty well. Right, now Turtle comes in when he didn't need to. Turtle could have been, even though the ball didn't come through to the net, it may have if Ram was given the chance to follow up. Now Turtle, so you're like on the way to the net here, right? Right, Turtle? You're pretty much supposed to be middle in this scenario, but instead you go for the ball when it's Rams pretty clearly. After you miss the touch on the wall, I can pause this. I always forget. Right? So that's Rams' ball. Now, you turn to go middle because Ram was already planning to get this and pop it up, right? You see him jump. That's just poor offensive rotation, poor offensive awareness and positioning. Really, to be honest, all that takes is you leaving the ball for your teammate and supporting the play rather than going for the ball. That's it. That's going to be one of the things you guys are going to have to work on. Just supporting the ball with every play rather than, being too passive or going for the ball when you shouldn't. It's going to be being there for your teammates' touches, following up correctly, all that stuff. So they've tied this back up. Actually, you tied this back up. My bad. Biggins actually scored on that. I think it was a pretty good shot to the top corner as well. So well scored. Well scored. I got a bit off track there again. So guys, kind of bad for that. Good ball support on that play. Just a bit of hesitation again. I'm really slow to process my thoughts. Oh, I'm just tired right now, I think. Anyway. Ooh. Yeah, oh, look at that. That was a big one. Another cleared some side. Well, that was a pass to Ram. That was a little bit of touch. That was. Just unfortunate that it was a touch straight down from Ram. Because it was a great pass. It was a great pass. Oh, actually, he didn't touch that. It just came down. That's fine. He didn't have any boost, so it wasn't like he was making that ball anyway. Just came down. I think. I wish I could. Right. Oh, what is this? Okay. No. There we go. So it looks like you were both expecting Ram. Both of you. To get some sort of a touch on that. It was a good pass. It's understandable that at least one of you would go. But let me see what Turtle was doing on that play. Oh, I gotta go back to player view. I'll go back. So there's the ball. Biggins just tapped it to Ram. Biggins is still up. Turtle is flipped forward like way too early on that play. Turtle was supposed to be the man back there. Ram almost got to it, but Turtle was supposed to be back. It's an ambitious pre-jump, my friend. Oh, good dunk. Okay, I like the aggression. I'm a fan of the aggression. Let you down here though, didn't it? There was a double commit pretty much there. Has to be said. Let me look at what Biggins saw here. So he sees Turtle, and Turtle actually didn't end up rotating back there. He stayed up, which is, I think it's fine. Because Ram is back. Yeah. Okay. That's fine. Ball support's looking good on this play. Turtle's going for it, but he can't get the dunk. That was basically just caused by a strange wheel touch from Biggins that just went nowhere. And then Turtle was in like a really awkward position, so he had to go for a risky dunk. Ram gets beaten by a backboard hit here. Pretty much, if you know you're not going to hit this Ram, I know it's easy. It's so easy to just like think, oh yeah, I'll try and get this. But then once you jump in that position, you've taken yourself pretty much 100% out of the play. Because like once you jump here, like once you jump there, your only chance in hell is if you can actually just stay in the air and like hover it and get a block. Because you're definitely not touching this. It's instinct to like jump, but once you jump, you are not super far from that. It looks like actually there, but you weren't gonna hit it either way. So you can make one jump if you catch yourself like reflexively just taking one jump, and you know you don't have time to recover on the ground. You can just try and hover. I wouldn't suggest this as like a main strategy for defending backboard plays at all. This is like last ditch kind of stuff. But if you do jump on reflex here, you can try to hover and get a block. The best thing to do here is just to not jump though, turn around in net and get a good challenge on the ball. Before it comes your way. Anyway, that's enough of this play right here. It's good leaving that. You guys probably talk there. It's good. Ooh, so in this position, what can Ram do? He's seen the width. He's expected to clear to the side wall. Yeah, not a lot, really. I mean, you probably... I know you were trying to get the ball high. It's just kind of... You were unable to in that position there. Good short passing plays. Oh, the double commit. This is going to be a goal, isn't it? Oh, no, it's 0 seconds. Okay, well, it was probably going to be a goal. Forgivable. Forgivable. It's like the last seconds of the game. I don't care. Alright, going to game 3 now. I always lose track of like what time it is in the games. I'm just so focused on what's actually happening. It's better that time, Ram. You didn't jump. It wasn't really the same spot for you to be able to jump there, but you didn't jump. It's good. Oh, probably should have been scored. Let me take a look. Oh, that was just terrible. I think he got faked by the defenders, to be honest. Oh, no, actually, that was just a poor backboard read. Yeah, oh well, man. You can improve on those. You can improve on those any day of the week. Tons of training backs. Tons of. Oh, postbound saving your life. A little bit desperate on the defensive side there. Let me look. Let me take a look at this. So, first of all, I want to see who is... Oh, I gotta pause it. Why? Alright. Let's go back. Like a little more. Where's the ball? Okay. So, there that is, basically. Turtle and Biggins going for the same ball. In the corner. I think Ram might have gone. Oh no, he was just really slow to rotate back here. And he actually chose not to. And got taken into the game by a poor challenge. And that caused like a flurry of defense. Oh, I thought this was the goal. My bad. We're here again. Never mind. Never mind. That was pretty close though, guys, to be fair. But this goal in particular. Here's Biggins. Okay, so you're all back. Ram turns though. Am I like... What did I do? What? I'm so lost. When did you guys get scored on? I've botched it now. How did I go that far back? Right? Have I seen this? Oh my god, I've lost my mind. I'm so tired. Oh. I think I just wanted to see what happened on that weird bounce off the post. Okay, we're fine. I'm sorry, we're back. Okay, we're fine. Oh no, I'm doing this still. Here we go. That was... I'm so tired. All right, we're good. I think I just wanted to see where all that pressure came from, all that frantic defending came from. And it was just that you guys got a little bit more aggressive than you should have been. Which is out of character for the series so far. Oh, that should be a goal, Biggins. I'm sure you thought that to yourself anyway. Yeah, you want that one now. It's a good bump play, though. It's a good attempted bump play. Oh, another one. Another one. Don't worry about it. When you miss a couple shots, just go back, reset. You know. Get out of your head for a minute. Go play defense or something. It's the best way. Ooh. Ooh. It's unfortunate. I think you were trying to get it past the Ray there. It would have been nice. It would have been nice, but you just couldn't get the hitbox on it. And there's no support for this ball until like a year and a half later. So, but let's look. So Ram is like super far. Just like you guys are so spaced out right now. So Ram's doing his best to get back. Turtle's like on his own, getting bullied by like two big fellas here. Probably could have done a little better with this. You could have Turtle. Pretty sure you can tell me what you did wrong here, but you came into the ball a bit too quickly. You like arrived at the ball too quickly. That's what I mean. Pretty sure that you were looking for like some sort of pinch, but you just arrived too quickly. You know, that just takes more attention to the ball, I think. Perhaps a little bit more patience as well. If you're gonna go for a pinch, it has to be like super precise. You have to wait for like the right second to just flip and like slam it. Again, you guys are just kind of flopping some opportunities that you could be scoring, and this is a 0-0 game. Like, there's a goal finally. I mean, you guys. Oops. Oh, damn it! Like, hitting buttons indiscriminately. So far, it's just been like you guys not executing on like scoreable opportunities. Defensively, you've looked pretty good. Like, I have nothing to say about your defense really so far. You've actually had good offensive pressure. Like a lot of time in your opponent's end this series so far, which is good for you guys. But it's just finishing opportunities, like you guys were saying in chat earlier as well. Just gotta finish. That's all. That can be like the hardest thing, though. I mean, if you know you're getting opportunities and you just can't finish, that's like the worst mental block you can encounter, like, as a team. Really, at the end of the day, the only what it really takes to get over that is getting a really open net, like the one you had a second ago. Just getting a really open net and putting it into the goal can just actually start the train of like goals to come. All it's just like one easy one, and then you got the rest of them in the bag. It doesn't matter how tricky they are, in my experience, anyway. Ooh, a little bit sloppy looking there. More double commits with a low boost, both of you those. So, I mean, it's good that your gut reaction when you have no boost is to go for a challenge. But you have to communicate it when you are. a save. Okay. Yeah, double commit for the save. Left Turtle in a really bad position to, well, in an impossible position basically to save the next one. Yeah. Let's see what Biggins saw. So you can pretty much assume here, Biggins, that Turtle is in the net. You don't see him. You've just probably just driven by him. So there's Turtle. You're in your defensive rotation. He's rotating to the back post, which he should have called out. You guys are pretty good for that, so I'm pretty sure he would have called it out. It's fine for you to go for it. But then just get back into your, rotation. When you go for this ball, obviously both of you are going to jump. If neither one of you called it, both of you are definitely going to jump for this ball. And, you take each other out of the game, and this is a goal. This just comes down to communication and knowing where your teammates are in the rotation. Be careful when you're in front of the net like that you're not cutting off a teammate in goal who's going to make the save. Because you can all make saves. You've all got over one save a game on average. There should be a lot of trust defensively amongst you guys. And this has been a really tight game. Kind of sad that it's gone to overtime though, because you had so many chances to score. That's a good pop. That's a great pop over him. It's a really good decision there, Biggins. Now you're so far back again. You want to get up there now. Ooh. Yeah, there, Biggins. I think you just need to work on your boomers. To be honest, I mean, again, I almost forgot that you guys were Biggins, especially playing past his peak performance hours. So it is probably that he wasn't feeling his best. This is game 3. You're kind of getting into it. It's getting a bit later. I'll forgive some of your weak touches tonight, Biggins, or last night. It's still tonight for me, but well, I'll forgive some of your awkward touches, Biggins. For now. To be safe though, go into that side wall clears turning back that I have and just boom the ball a little bit. Just to make sure you have the timing down and the air roll is correct and all that stuff. And that should be yours right there. By the way, you're looking super passive, which is again probably because you're tired. It's a good touch out, and that's when ball support is essential. When Ram makes that little touch out, he got bumped on the wall right there. Oh, that's a good shot. That's a good shot. Let me take a look at why this goal happened. Begins with a pass to Turtle. Turtle not in the best spot to receive the pass, and just turned into unsavable basically for Ram, because he had to pre-jump and he was coming from the far post. So understandable not pre-jumping there. I mean, you probably did a little bit. I mean, let me just look. You'd put yourself in a really awkward spot. Oh, and you had no boost. You went for the boost. You got it stolen. Okay, yeah, no chance. Okay, no worries. that is impossible at this point. I thought you had the boost. That is impossible. All right. Well, you just got to execute on your chances. You guys would have won this game. Definitely. Let's go to the last game. Same score. 1-2. It's like goals came at the end. Oh no, it feels so bad. You did say that they scored like a last-second buzzer beater on you. We had one of those tonight as well, or last night as well. Broke our hearts, man. Broke our hearts. Oh no, what's that? Bit lucky that wasn't on net. Again, a bit of a poor clear, but it's giving you time to follow up, so worked out, I guess. Let's take a look at it. Is that turtle? I think it's turtle, yeah. Ooh, last second challenge, but it worked out for you again. I like this play to the infield. I would have liked to have seen a dribble move a little bit earlier, though. Especially in threes. When you're going for this dribble move off the wall, in threes, you're going to get challenged just like that. Like, as soon as you get into, like, a mildly threatening position. So the point of, like, dribbling in threes is to get the ball, like, popped as high as you can with, like, a dribble move as early as you possibly can. And it's pretty much a guarantee that you're going to take somebody out of the game because somebody's going to be challenging you. I'm assuming Rayham backed up because he had low boost there. And you took the near post, which is fine. I'm not going to look. I'll just trust. Oof. Another, like, super head-on challenge. I've been seeing, like, really aggressive challenges. What's speaking soon? What's happening here? Anyway, what I was saying, I've been seeing, like, super aggressive challenges from Turtle tonight, last night, whatever. I'll just keep calling it tonight. It's still tonight for me. I haven't gone to sleep. So far, Turtle, I've seen you, like, fly into, like, at least 3 challenges, and you got pretty much beaten in all 3 of them. Just because, like, when you dive into a challenge like that, it's really easy to read for your opponent. Because you basically, like, jumped from a pretty static position. I mean, you were coming in, but it was very much a direct line. And you jumped, like, pretty early as well. And you weren't covering a lot of the best angles for the challenge either. This one in particular. I'm gonna go back and find it. Yeah. Alright, there you are. You've just taken yourself out of the game with that challenge. Hold on. This one. Right here. I guess it's pretty safe to assume that he would go high, but I probably would have contested a bit lower than that. Like, when you go for a challenge like that, your main objective is just to get a piece of the ball. Because, like, 90% of the time, when you get a piece of the ball, you throw off the offense. Or, yeah, their offense. You know, if the ball doesn't go where they expect, then all of a sudden their guy who's supporting the ball is not in the right position. So when you go for a challenge like that, and you're going, like, headlong in for it, just always try and get a piece of the ball. I understand wanting to get, like, a hella crazy, like, full-on, like, smack him, like, dunk, but it's more reliable and more effective most of the time to just go for a piece of the ball. Ooh, I'm still seeing a lot of double commits. I'm going to call the double commits, like, communication being a bit quieter than usual because you were tired. That's what I'm going to call it. You guys can tell me like what you were really feeling later if you want. I'd like to hear about it. But I am seeing a lot of double commits, which is uncharacteristic so far this season, in my opinion. I mean, I haven't seen you guys double committing a lot ever, so I'd like to apologize in this video for not doing the replays from last week. I just had a bit of a busy weekend and I was like exhausted. Sunday night, I know I said I was going to try and do them, but I just never got around to it. I was like dead and not motivated to look at replays that night. So anyways, I'm doing these ones early because I know you guys didn't feel good about how you played. This game 4 going, down to a buzzer beater. That's frustrating as fuck. Always feels bad, so. Ooh, oh, that should be a goal. Oh my god, a save. Okay, yeah, good pressure, guys. Solid offense right there. Is this a kickoff goal? No, it's probably not. Careful, guys. Okay, good. Biggins hanging all the way back again. Oh no. I knew like the second I saw Biggins just stagnant in the net there that he was he was gonna get beat. Oh, sorry, Biggins. You just can't be that passive, my dude. Nearly. Oh, that could have been a boomer too. Let me see if I can. Yeah, basically you hesitated here. If this were me, I would. It could just be your confidence coming off the wall, but if it were me right here, I would have already gone off the wall and like boomed it into the backboard. So just, I don't know, maybe practice your off the wall stuff. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's been something you're working on. Oh, get down. Oh no, though. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I forgot this was coming. Oh, you demoed him and then you got caught up by like you're just out of position. Let me see if this is actually gonna stay. Yeah, the ball was like pretty safe. Biggins made a touch to the far side. You can go for this boost all day. But then they get a boomerang. It's just like the most awkward spot. Oh, that feels so bad. Oh, that would feel so bad actually. Like at a glance, like it looks like you're so safe to go for that boost day, and then just one boomer takes you right out of the game. Not much you're doing about that, guys. To be honest. I mean, you could always say, oh yeah, it's the end of the game and we it's tied up. We should be playing more passively, but it's up to you whether you want to go for a goal and put pressure on at the end of the game, or play more passively and defend. You cut a bad break. You cut a bad break at the end of that game. That's all I'll say. Offense, I didn't get a great look at a lot of stuff that game. I was kind of talking a lot. Basically, what I saw was hesitating. I saw passivity. I saw some challenges that were kind of out of whack. Ball support for a lot of that looked pretty good. It's going to be the consistency that you come up with coming at a defense and just the awareness of like where your teammates are going to be and what touches they're going to make and how you need to follow up. That's going to be like your main point of improvement, and that will take you a long way towards being a much better team. Just being quicker to follow up on balls that your teammates send your way, and being in their correct positions and all that stuff, making harder passes and all of that. You guys have a lot of room to improve. You guys have improved a lot, though, just over the first 2 weeks. And again, I really appreciate that you guys work hard to get better with each other so much. I know you guys practice the most out of the 3 teams that are under my banner. So I really appreciate you guys, and I'll continue to do everything that I can to make you guys better. So it's a work in progress, guys. We're not done yet. I'll talk to you guys after, yeah? All right. Peace.